Hello, my name is Gabby DeShong, and I'm this year's student body president. At this time, if you are able, please stand with me for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. Sorry, please stay standing for the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You can be seated. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brianna Regier, and I'm your senior class treasurer. First, I want to welcome the class of 2025 and congratulate us on making it here today. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank you all, teachers, staff, coaches, family, and friends, for all you've done for us. Today, we are here to celebrate more than just the end of high school. We are celebrating each other, the obstacles we've overcome, the accomplishments we've made, and the journey we've taken together. I am honored to officially welcome you to the Randall High School Class of 2025 graduation ceremony.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Williams, your senior class secretary. It's truly an honor to be here with all of you today. Thank you for the opportunity to speak and to be part of a community that values dedication, leadership, and service. Before we go any further, I'd like to recognize some incredible individuals whose commitment continues to make a lasting impact on our district. Let's begin by acknowledging the leadership of our Board of Trustees. Board President, Ms. Jenny Weingartner, Board Vice President, Mr. Matt Parker, Board Secretary, Ms. Lori Gilliland, Board Associative Secretary, Mr. Casey Posey, and our dedicated trustees, Dr. Mandy Palmer, Dr. Randy Davis, and Ms. Catherine Wiegand. We also want to express appreciation for our administrative leadership. Director of Secondary Leadership, Mr. Mark Hamill, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Cameron Rosser, Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Robin Cranmer, and our Superintendent, Dr. Daryl Flushy. These individuals work tirelessly to guide and support CISD's mission, ensuring that our students, teachers, and families continue to thrive. Please join me in welcoming them and giving them a well-deserved round of applause for their outstanding service and unwavering commitment to excellence. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Miguel Quinones, class president.
My name is Avery Taylor. I am the senior class vice president. On behalf of the Randall High School class of 2025, we are proud to announce and present our senior gift.
This summer, a Terrazzo Raider shield featuring the class of 2025 will be installed in the new Commons floor.
The shield will be 12 feet by 12 feet, centered beneath one of the skylights, and will serve as a lasting symbol of Raider pride.
While the district has graciously funded the retiling of the upper and lower commons, our class wanted to leave a mark that reflects our tenacity and spirit.
We hope this gift inspires future generations of Raiders as Randall has greatly inspired us. Thank you, and go Raiders.
Miguel and Avery, thank you for that. I'm pleased on behalf of Randall High School to accept that gift. It's currently under construction as we speak, and we can't wait to see how it turns out. Hope you guys come back and see it.
Hi, my name is Dax Betson.
Hi, my name is Ethan Byers.
We should have done this. We have been given the honor to present the Teacher Excellence Award. It's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate our graduates, but we want to take a moment tonight to celebrate the heart and soul of our education system, and that's our teachers. Teaching isn't just a job, it's a calling. It demands patience, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to shaping young minds. Great teachers inspire us, challenge us, and believe in us, even when we doubt ourselves.
That's why tonight we would like to recognize. Sorry, just 1 second. That's why tonight we would like to recognize a teacher who embodies these exceptional qualities. This year's recipient goes above and beyond, creating a classroom where every student feels valued, supported, and empowered to achieve their full potential. They innovate, they motivate, and they truly make a difference in the lives of their students.
Ethan and I are both fortunate enough to have had this particular teacher in her very first year at Randall. She's been a light in our lives and all of Randall. So without further ado, it is with great pleasure that we announce the winner of this year's Teacher Excellence Award, Miss Halcomb. Scratch that, Miss Stevens.
Being a first-year teacher can't be easy. The adjustments made from being in the classroom to leading the classroom are difficult in themselves, and I can't imagine our class made it very easy. But no matter what, Ms. Stevens always gave us 110% and really showed us what it means to be a true teacher.
Miss Stevens, on top of being excellent at what she does, really cares about her students. You know, whenever I got home for a tennis match, state tournament, theater competition, Miss Stevens was always the first to congratulate me, ask how I did, give me a high five, you know, whatever. And no, this award is not just a bribe so her husband will play doubles with me this summer. Miss Stevens has been one of the most impactful teachers I've had at Randall High School. When most people look back on high school, their favorite memories are always outside the classroom, but being in Miss Stevens' class really flipped the script. When I look back on high school, there will be many fond memories that I shared in her class. We would now like to welcome up Mr. Willard to present the Sterling Award.
Thank you, Dax and Ethan. Congratulations again, Mrs. Stevens. When you're chosen by the students, that's quite the honor. Tonight, I have the honor of presenting the prestigious Sterling Award. That's sterling, as in silver, as in black and silver, the greatest color scheme of any high school ever. Each year, Randall High School teachers vote on the Sterling Award. The graduating senior selected by teachers to win the Sterling Award exhibits many well-rounded characteristics. These students may not necessarily demonstrate the most outstanding artistic, athletic, or academic abilities, although they might. Instead, these students possess the highest character and leave a lasting positive impact on Randall High School through the way they conduct themselves and the way they make the people around them feel. Along with the honor of receiving this prestigious award tonight, our Sterling Award winner will come to the stage and receive a plaque, as well as a a $500 scholarship from the Education Foundation of Canyon ISD. Thank you, Kelly Norman, and your board. The Sterling Award is one of Randall High School's most meaningful recognitions. Named to reflect the quality of sterling silver, this award honors students whose impact is both lasting and genuine. Sterling silver, as you know, is known for its strength, its luster, and its timeless value. Much like the precious metal, the recipient of this award has consistently reflected those same qualities throughout her time at Randall High School. This award isn't just about being the best at something. It's about being the kind of person who makes everything around her better. It's about character. It's about consistency. It's about kindness. This year's recipient embodies each of these traits and more. She may not seek the spotlight, but her light is impossible to miss. She brings joy into every room, leaves every conversation better than she found it, and reminds us all what it means to lead with heart. Faculty and staff speak of her with admiration. Her peers look to her with respect, and many of us have felt, in one way or another, the quiet strength of her presence. This student is truly sterling, a shining example of what makes Randall High School special. It is with great pride that I present the 2025 Sterling Award to Gabby DeShong. Congratulations, young lady. I'm so very proud of you. Nicely done. This is your flag. Yes. This is your scholarship. You can hang on to those things. Congratulations. Very proud of you.
Hi guys, my name's Kaylee Kashuba. Hold on, let me find my speech. The wind blew it away. Hi guys, I get to wish you all the best in your future endeavors tonight. First off, I want to start by saying congratulations to all of you. It is a miracle we have all beat the infamous senioritis. I feel like I should start this off by stating the fact that we are the best. As the two-time Lone Star Cup champions, headed for the three-peat, we are the best in Canyon ISD and the state of Texas. Each and every one of you has played a role in the success of Randall High School. The majority of you have competed in UIL competitions over the last 4 years. We are the last class to have competed at the 5A level, and we brought the 5A mentality down to 4A. We did not let up on the competition when we moved down. From state championships to state appearances, to regional championships, to playoff appearances, to district championships, all of these are the reasons why we are winners. You guys worked your butts off for the Raider Shield and let the state of Texas know who we are. Some of you might be thinking, I didn't compete in anything. Your Raider pride pushed us all to be our best. As an athlete who competed and won girls' state soccer state championship this year, I can attest to the fact that your encouragement was felt. The video of everyone in the auditorium freaking out when we won was so genuine, and we felt seen as a team by our Raider family. Thank you for that. So yes, every single one of you played a part in all of our victories. Not only has Randall High shown us what it is like to be successful, it has shown us how real friendships work. It has shown us that time does fly and to not take things for granted. It has shown us life is hard and the due dates are never ending. This very speech I'm reading was late 2 days ago. Randall has shown us that we can overcome anything. I know each and every one of you has faced some type of adversity, and yet here you are. For a lot of us, our high school careers have been marked by trauma. I know mine was. I don't know all of y'all's stories, and some of y'all don't know mine, but we've all been on this journey of finding ourselves and our purpose together. We are authoring who we want to be in the same hallways, the same classrooms, the same commons, and the same fields. We are at crossroads in our lives now. We are supposed to decide what to do and who to be. Take the sweet memories and the sweet friendships you have made and bring them with you to the next chapter. Take the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the lessons you've learned from them. I wish I could say nothing will ever hinder you in becoming the great individual you want to be, but we all know that just isn't true. Life is hard. Each of you has already overcome so much, so don't stop here. Create the world that you want. Create the family that you want. Create the career that you want. And create the memories that you want. Create change. There are no limitations to what you can do. Since they asked me to give you all the best wishes tonight, the best way I know how to do this is to pray for you. You guys are more than welcome to bow your heads and join me. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day, and I thank you for this moment of celebration and where we just get to look back on what you've done in our lives and look forward to what you're going to do in our lives. I want to pray for guidance as we look for what our purpose is in the world and what you and your will for us is. I pray for courage as we face hard times, just to fulfill what you want us to do and fulfill our dreams and our purpose. I pray that each of these individuals has the peace of Christ. In the world, we know it's crazy and we know it's hard. I hope that each and every one of these individuals encounters you and feels the wave of peace over them. I hope they get to experience the freedom in your grace and your mercy. And I pray that we all are successful, and I pray for our safety as we go on. And I pray most of all for the joy and happiness for these individuals. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Raider Nation, let's ride. And then if you'll help me welcome Jarrett McDowell to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, that was a little loud. Family, friends, teachers, coaches, administrators, and all of those of you who are still wondering if your kid's tassel is on the right side, thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Jarrett McDowell, and I have the honor and privilege to be the Randall High School Class of 2025 Salutatorian, which is a fancy way of saying, so close, better luck next time. Think of me as the bonus track on the album you didn't know you needed. I am proof that if you stay up late, turn in enough quiz grades, and enough extra credit, you too can be up here and give a speech in front of thousands of people one day. Now, let's be honest. These past 4 years of high school have been a wild ride. We survived group projects, which were basically solo missions with extra names on them. We got past the relentless effort of Miss Harris trying to get us to follow the dress code, wherever she's at. And we even kept it together when our principal decided halfway through the school year that he was being called to other opportunities. Translation, he got senioritis before we did. And even with all that chaos, let's be real. This class absolutely dominated. Since our freshman year, the class of 2025 has earned district championships and regional championships, competed at state 65 times, won 12 state championships, and hopefully 3 Lone Star Cup titles. I mean, come on. Those don't sound like a high school class. That sounds like some Netflix sports documentary. At this point, Canyon and West Plains are some background characters in our highlight reel. Now, jokes aside, it's tempting after a list like that to let all this success get to our heads. And honestly, the world encourages that. It tells us to go out, be great, get the promotion, chase the title, and make the money. In Matthew 16:26, Jesus says, "What good will it be for a person to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul?" When you wrap your identity in worldly success, your worth rises and falls with your achievements. Let's be people of character, not just credentials. Let's aim to live our lives marked by joy, integrity, and faith, not just bullet points on a resume. Be the person who lifts others up, not just someone who tears someone down to climb the ladder. Don't let your value be tangled up in a scoreboard. Your worth isn't found in titles or medals or the number of Instagram likes you have. None of those things will help you file taxes, find love, or decide what you're going to eat when you're spiraling through the line at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Your value is found in your character, in your relationships, and how you treat people when no one's watching. Success is a gift, but it's not the point. It's a platform. The trophies we win and the medals we wear aren't meant to make us look impressive. They're meant to point back to the one who gave us the ability to earn them. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "Whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." When we succeed, it's not about showing off, it's about showing who we belong to. Because achievements fade, but the way we use them can have an eternal impact. So instead of boasting in the spotlight, we're called to use every win, every moment, and every opportunity, not to elevate ourselves, but to honor God. And I think we can all agree that there's one person that lived and preached that better than anyone else, Coach Broadhurst, who we lost this past year. Coach wasn't just a basketball coach. He was the soul of Randall High School. He told stories, cracked jokes, and always reminded us not to take ourselves too seriously. He took investment into our character seriously. He believed in us not just as athletes or students, but as people, as leaders, as humans who would one day stand on stages like this one and carry his legacy forward. And his legacy wasn't built on a win-loss record. It was built on the people who he helped us become. Coach, thank you for all that you have done for us, and we miss you. Now, looking at the legacy of Coach Broadhurst, it's hard not to stress about having the life-changing impact that he had. Sometimes it's easy to wonder, will I ever make that kind of difference? Will my life ever matter that much to someone else? The future feels big and unknown, and the pressure to do something meaningful with our time can feel overwhelming. Everyone is always telling us that we're now entering the real world, as if we haven't already been living in it. The pressure to succeed is intense. People will ask us what we're doing next, like we're supposed to have our lives mapped out at 18. Spoiler, most of us are still trying to remember where we parked our cars. So don't get caught up in trying to be someone that you actually forget to be yourself. You don't have to have a 5-year plan or a LinkedIn profile that screams CEO in the making. You just have to stay curious, stay bold, stay kind, and stay real. And don't worry if you don't have it all figured out. None of us do. We're all just pretending we know what we're doing and hoping for the best. Fake it till you make it. Life is like a group project where no one knows what they're doing and it's all due tomorrow. Now, here's what I do know. God has a purpose for each of us that's bigger than medals or titles. And if we stay grounded, stay grateful, and stay true to who we are, we'll do more than succeed. We'll make a difference. So, class of 2025, whether you're going into college, taking a gap year, jumping straight into work, or starting a side hustle selling crochet hats for turtles, go all in. Make mistakes, tell good stories, don't be afraid to fail, and laugh about it later. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go Raiders. Now let me welcome Andrew Tharp to the stand.
Good evening. I'm not sure I can follow that one up, but I'll try. My name is Andrew Tharp. I'm the valedictorian for the class of 2025. If you were to ask me how I got here, I have no idea. But I can say it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to be on this stage today. I feel tremendous pride and honor to be part of such a special occasion, and I want to thank the special group of friends, teachers, and family that made this possible, not only for me, but for this entire class. And next, I want to thank the people, all of you, that have made this school so impactful. With that being said, class of 2025, congratulations. Despite all the sleepless nights, the brain rot, and the chat GPT, you made it. And now that we're here, I want to take this opportunity to look back 6, 7 years for when, for us, or for me at least, high school had this aura about it. All the high schoolers were so cool and mysterious, and to be one of them seemed like such a distant future. But then one day, I walked into the halls of Randall, probably afraid to step on the shield on the floor. I was a freshman, the building was still daunting, but now it was the seniors that seemed to take on this role of living such a distant, unattainable future. Then, one day, I walked through these gates into the first high school football game that I could watch my best friend play in. Shout out number 22. And this place started to feel like home. Then, one day, not so long ago, I walked in for my last day, seeing halls that I know like the back of my hand and crowds of people that I know like family. I realized I'd reached that seemingly distant future, and its mystery once again faded into uncertainty about what's next. But as I recount these memories, I see all these stepping stones, these daunting first days that have come to pass, first tests, first jobs, first assignments, first graduations, but they have all come and they have all passed. And that's why I know that this day, while it is special, it is just like the others. And for that, I feel comfort. I feel comfort because we've come to grow adept at navigating these firsts throughout our time here. And we're better for it. So as I look forward, I know each and every one of you can be great. Not because it will be easy from here on out, but because despite all the obstacles ahead of us, you've already learned how to climb. Look alive. Lakers in 5. Thank you.
Good evening. In case you don't know me, I was the guy with opportunities that got senioritis before all these kids did, right? So that's me. What an honor to be here tonight, but I think it just goes to show, like, you got to follow up students like this that speak like that, like the task in front of them to capture all the memories, all the moments from high school. That was an unbelievable job. Join me, give these kids another round of applause. They did an unbelievable job tonight. So it feels amazing to be out here tonight. It feels awesome to get to see everybody. Before I get started tonight, I want to say a big thank you to the class of 2025 for allowing me to be here tonight. Thank you to Dr. Flushy, Principal Mr. Willard, for this opportunity. There's a couple of groups, before I give the address to the class tonight, that I need to recognize. If you're sitting on the sides of these seniors right now, will y'all stand up for me? There's a group of dedicated educators out here. Can y'all stand up? Don't slow play it. Let's go. Stand up. I can't even put into words what goes into the culmination of 13 years of education and the amount of care and support that this staff has given, and this year has been no different, and they've exemplified that throughout. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, educators. It's so good to see everybody tonight. I knew the day I left that Randall was the best place to be because of the people that are out here tonight, and those educators are a big part of that. Thank you for everything that you did. Seniors, there's a group of you out here tonight I need to recognize. Parents, everybody that's here, This group of students has made a remarkable selfless commitment. Seniors, if you're going to be serving in a branch of the military, would you please stand at this time and be recognized for your dedication to our country? You can be seated. You're not alone in your dreams, seniors. Those of you that have chosen to serve in our audience tonight are several guests who have already walked that courageous path that you're about to take. If any of our guests that are here tonight have served our country or served in the military, would you please stand and allow us to thank you as well for your service? On behalf of Randall High School, we thank you all, seniors and guests alike, for your service, your bravery, and your commitments. Now let's continue. So seniors, tonight, it's about honoring achievement, right? Like y'all have a ton of achievements. Oh my gosh. When I was trying to go back through 4 years, it gave me a headache trying to come up with, what did this class do? It was unfathomable what you've achieved. And yes, these graduates definitely are worth celebrating. There's no doubt. We've heard many accolades already, but what's easy to overlook in all of this, especially in moments like tonight, is just how long the road to this point really was for you. You didn't just walk onto a court and win a championship. You didn't walk onto a field and win a championship or onto a stage. You didn't just show up tonight and like, hey, you get to graduate. Some of you thought you could, but you didn't. You didn't step into a classroom and automatically get a scholarship. The 13 years that you put into tonight and the 18 years of your life, you've worked tirelessly, quietly, consistently, sometimes, and most of the time when nobody was ever watching. Your achievement this year is a direct reflection of your past. And seniors, my hope is that you'll take that same work ethic, mindset into your life. You know, things get shaped. And you've shaped a lot of things at Randall High School. You've shaped the future of what education looks like. You've shaped the standard for what it means in every single aspect, in every single sport, every academic. You've shaped that. But before you, there were people that shaped the traditions of Randall High School. And they had to start somewhere. And I appreciate Jarrett bringing this up earlier tonight about somebody who did that. A person who led Randall to its very first state championship in 1988. He was more than a coach, he was a legend. And although he couldn't be here with us tonight, his legacy lives on in all of you and the many achievements Randall has accomplished. At this time, could y'all join me in a moment of silence as we remember my friend, our coach, Leslie Broadhurst. Thank you. So I got to tell you something about Coach Broadhurst, and I'm going to piggyback off what Jarrett said a little bit. I learned many pieces of valuable wisdom from Coach. One of those was a very, very school-appropriate story about frogs. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about frogs for a little bit tonight. I'm going to give you a lesson, and this came from Coach Broadhurst. It's like 17 years ago, and I've never heard him say the story again. So I think he just went to look something up to really confuse me one day as a young coach. But he told me the story about frogs. So math teachers, I'm going to put your seniors to a test tonight. I'm going to ask them a question here in a minute, and y'all have to answer. We're going to see how well you listen to math, okay? Trust me, easy question. I'm not going to put you on the spot too bad. This ought to be pretty easy. But here's how it goes, and here's how the story goes, and this is what Coach Broadhurst said. He actually told this to me, to this group of kids that I had. I was coaching. He said, look, there were 5 frogs sitting on a log, and 4 decided to jump off. How many frogs are left? Right? So I'll say it one more time. There's 5 frogs sitting on a log. 4 decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? Show me. How many? Yeah, no, it's not 1, it's 5. Here's why. And it's one of the biggest lessons I learned from Coach Broadhurst, and I want to share that with you tonight. The thing about it is they made a decision, but they didn't take action on their decision. Tonight, when you walk across the stage and you walk out of here tonight, you've decided to do tons of things. You've decided to be somebody. You've decided to join the military. You've decided to go to college. You've decided on a career. Some of you are making decisions. Like Jared said, we can't ask 18-year-olds to come up with that. That's tough. But some of you are making those decisions. The point of the story is don't be a frog on a log. So I'm going to tell you, when you walk out of here tonight, don't be a frog on a log. You got to take action. Don't just make a decision, but take action. Take action on that decision. And if you remember nothing else, one of my favorite quotes, it says, he who waits to do a great deal of good at once will never do anything good. And that quote from Samuel Johnson stuck with me. Don't wait for the perfect moment to make a difference. And I've heard that said several times by the seniors that spoke tonight. I've had the honor of knowing many of you seniors for years, 4 years, and some of you even longer. I've watched you grow, compete, struggle, lead, and laugh. I've seen you rise, I've seen you rally, and honestly, last Friday when some of you pulled off a certain prank at my house, I'll admit it, it reminded me why I love to be an educator. It really did, because you reminded me that behind every test, every title, every championship, every homework thing you have, every guy you got to listen to talk on a stage, the thing that matters the most were the relationships that you had while you were in high school. The things that matter most in life are the relationships that you're about to go out and build. And to build something, you can't be a frog on a log. You got to take action. You got to take action. You can't just make decisions, but you got to take action to do that. And over the last 20 years, I learned a great deal of wisdom from these relationships. And I'm going to leave you with 3 lessons. These are really short. Lesson number 1, you need to be a fountain and not a drain in life. So when you go out of here tonight, I want you to be a fountain, not a drain. What's a drain? It's that person you're sitting there and they walk in, you're like, oh gosh, they just walked in, right? They suck the life out of everybody around them. Don't be the drain, be the fountain. What does that mean? You see, when you chase success, and that's fine, many of you will, you cannot miss the people that are along the way. Value relationships more than you value recognition. View every challenge as a chance to grow, and whatever you choose to become, make it your mission to give more than you take. I don't mean money, I mean your passion, your time, your attention. Don't be a frog in a log, and be a fountain, not a drain in life. Lesson number 2, you need to want more for people than you want from people. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of scoreboard watching in this world, and quite frankly, Raiders are normally on the top of the scoreboard, right? Like we're in the winning column, which is great. But tonight, as you move into this next season of your life, I want to challenge you, stop keeping score. Stop it. The likes aren't a scoreboard for you on a post that you make. Stop keeping score. What that means is that when we keep score, we look for things to come to us and we stop giving to others. Want more for people than you want from people. Lesson 2. Lesson 3, I want you to be a champion at being a great person. And when things are hard, and I bet you can ask any parent sitting here tonight, they'll tell you things are going to get hard. Remember that champions aren't born, they're made. They're made in moments, though, of discipline, resilience, of humility. But maybe more importantly, champions are made by how they treat others. Lesson number 3, be a champion at being a great person. So if you walk out of here tonight and you don't go be a frog on a log, and you're a fountain, not a drain, you want more for people than from people, and you're be a champion to be a great person, I promise you, you will have all the success in life that you could possibly ask for, because you're going to have relationships and you're going to have people in your life that matter. Class of 2025, the teachers, parents, all of Raider Nation, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your energy, your heart, your legacy. I am so proud of my time at RHS and the many relationships that I've had the opportunity to be a part of. Class of 2025, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, Mr. Singleton. It's always good to see you back around. To quote Kendrick Lamar, all I ever wanted was to wear black and silver. I think that's what he says. To begin, I want to thank our senior class sponsor, Rachel Huddleston. Her commitment to not only the senior class, but to all the students at Randall High School is second to none. Mrs. Huddleston, thank you for your exemplary sponsorship of this year's senior class. Congratulations again to our student speakers tonight. It takes a lot of courage to stand up here and speak in front of your peers, in front of thousands of people towering over you. Inspiration for my words tonight comes from Dr. Philip Campbell, also known as PC. want to talk to you tonight about 13 inches and 13 years. 13 years ago, when you started your educational pathway, you had no way of knowing it would end up here tonight. You had no idea all the things that you would learn and the obstacles you would overcome to move a distance of just 13 inches. 13 years ago, you started kindergarten. Maybe you walked into school, backpack full, head held high, or maybe your parents dragged you kicking and screaming into the building on that first day. If so, know this, no matter how many tears you cried on that day, your parents that dropped you off cried even more. And you had no idea the impact that day had on moving you just 13 inches. So on you went, conquering elementary and intermediate school. You learned to read and write. You learned to add and subtract and multiply and divide. You learned to make friends. And what was your reward for all of that? Junior high. There you learned to make enemies. But listen, if you can make it through junior high, you can make it through anything. Yet another experience moving you 13 inches. Then high school. Over the last 4 years, you've built habits and friendships that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Habits and friendships designed to move you 13 inches. You've learned algebra against your will, maybe even calculus. You learned how to read literature, analyze it, and write about it. You may have learned how to play music while marching your way to the state marching band contest. You may have learned how to embody a character and performed on a one-act play stage for a state championship. You may have learned how to read music and sing your way all the way to ones and sweepstakes. You may have learned to hit a baseball, softball, golf ball, tennis ball, shoot a basketball, spike a volleyball, or kick a soccer ball better than anyone around, maybe even better than anyone in the state of Texas. You may have learned to run faster and farther than anyone in the state of Texas. You may have learned how to out-tough the guy across from you for 4 quarters, and believe me, that will stick with you for the rest of your life. You may have learned to create prize-winning works of art. You may have learned to cook, do hair and makeup, work on cars, build things with your hands, or raise plants and animals. All of these things helping to move you just 13 inches. In doing these things, you've competed at the state level in volleyball, cross country, marching band, wrestling, track, tennis, golf, soccer, baseball, academics, one-act play, bringing home 4 state championships this year alone. As a class, you have completely redefined what success looks like at Randall High School. In fact, you currently have us in first place for a 3rd consecutive Lone Star Cup as the highest performing 4A high school in the areas of fine arts, academics, and athletics. Yep. And now here you are, every single one of you, meeting every single requirement to graduate from high school. Your goal now is not to make this success a destination, but rather a lifelong journey. Families, give your students give yourselves a round of applause for a job well done. Dr. Flucci, I hereby certify that these students have met all the requirements set forth by the Texas Education Agency to receive their high school diplomas. It is an honor to present to you and to the members of the Canyon ISD Board of Trustees the Randall High School graduating class of 2025.
Mr. Willard, on behalf of the Canyon ISD Board of Trustees, I accept the recommendation to confer these seniors as graduates of Randall High School.
Thank you. Ushers, please come forward and let's graduate.
Andrew Harris Tharp.
Jarrett Blake McDowell.
Haley Jane Kashuba.
Ethan David Byers.
Daxon Lee Betson.
Noe Ezequiel Loya.
Phoenix Lee Kroom.
Archie John AJ Lard.
Sydney Lauren Ward.
Abrianne Michelle Oldstadt.
Gabriella Grace DeShong.
Miguel Antonio Quinones.
Tyler Ansley Williams.
Brianna Addison Regier.
Avery Nicole Taylor.
Emma Renee Adams Feeland.
Cadence Aubrey Adams.
Tatiana Capriz Aguilera.
Kuiper J. Adams.
Kiara Ann Amador.
Destiny Nicole Aguinaldo.
Jace Tyler Arguez.
Derek Andrew Arenas.
Brianna Elizabeth Baeza.
Aubrey Rose Arzola.
Rex Austin Bailey.
Nathan Strott Bailey.
Jonathan Christopher Bernal.
Tristan Jacob Barnes.
Kenzie Lynn Batag.
Ethan Paul Bethel.
Brooke Lynn Janelle Black.
Jose Armando Bistradlio.
Jeremias Barunda.
Kaylee Alexis Blea.
Kinsey David Breckheisen.
Braden Thomas Brandt.
Kenzie K. Brown.
Mackenzie Elise Brooks.
Sophia Kalina Bush.
Tegan Renee Bull.
Nettie Aaron Camacho.
Kason Lee Butler.
Victoria Anaí Cardenas.
Maya Gabriela Carbajal.
Durand Carson.
Maverick Dieter Carney.
Noah James Charter.
James Benjamin Kaler.
Roberto Edsel Chavira.
Jocelyn Grace Chavez.
Tristan Daniel Clark.
Trinity Jade Christie.
Tayson Cornelius Combs.
Celeste Marilyn Coble.
Draven Lee Earhart.
Isaiah Ryan Contreras.
Haley Michelle Earhart.
Peyton Michael Correa.
Evan Ray Criado.
Zion Uriah Crane.
Andrew Travis Cunningham.
Viviana Guadalupe Cruz Lozano.
Michaela Elise Cox.
Ryan Grace Davis.
Nathan Lawrence Eibling.
Jackson Lee Duck.
Skylar Gage Arrington.
Janie Danae Contreras.
Genesis Justine Flores.
Alec Owen Endicott.
Trevor Ray Flo.
Presley Noel Barber Barch.
Jared Brian Frank.
Ryder Moon Flores.
Alyssa Jalen Garcia.
Skylar Javier Fortner.
Ivan Arnaldo Garcia.
Kendall Renee Gable.
Messiah Nazario Garcia.
Isaiah Nicholas Garcia.
Chloe Jo Marie Gentry.
Matthew J. Garcia.
Brecken Asher Gilbert.
Aiden Raymond Garcia Vasquez.
Michaela Josephine Grant.
Allison Marie George.
Fallon Michelle Graves.
Riley Dawn Gonzalez.
Morgan Lee Green.
Darian Shane Grantham.
Evangeline Jewel Griffin.
Tanera My Angel Gray.
Carmen Irene Guajardo.
Arhelia Elisa Grice.
Yesenia Vargas Gunther.
Evan Chase Grisham.
Brianna Cherie Hairston.
Jaden Ray Guajardo.
Tony Chase Hazelwood.
Davian Enrique Guillen.
Dawson Michael Hyder.
Cash Andrew Hands.
Brooke May Henderson.
Emma Elizabeth Heaton.
Christopher Joseph Hernandez.
Carson Reed Heiselman.
Justin Robert Grant Hogan.
Xander Kix Henderson.
Landry Elizabeth K. Holcomb.
Caleb Andrew Hernandez.
Luke James Hopper.
Landon Marshall Holcomb.
Berkeley K. House.
Sophia Gale Haig.
Regina Ibarra Cantu.
Alejandro Antonio Ibarra.
Orlando Gunnar Ingersoll.
Carson Anthony Ince.
Crystal Marie Johnson.
Ivory Jade Jimenez.
Evan Thurston Janelle.
Joshua Rylan Jones.
Preston Mark Kelly.
Mackenzie Grace Kaiser.
Aiden Alexander Kittrell.
Theadrian Xavier Kisteden.
Aaron Jeffrey Knighton.
Riley Alexander Klinke.
Jackson Kyle Lankford.
Parker Andrew Land.
Brinley Joe Ledford.
Michaela Antoinette Laurelis.
Brock Ryan Leisinger.
Brooke Annabelle Lee.
Hunter Duane Long.
Hope Danae Long.
Christian Andy Lopez.
Kellen Lee Long.
Giovanni Lugo.
Matthew Lawson Lowe.
Ruben Aiden Luna.
Jocelyn Brianna Lujan.
Allison Pate Mackey.
Sarai Alexa Luna.
Anna Clara Maluff.
Carly Ray Mackey.
Eric Martinez.
Derek Thomas Martin.
Braden Jacob Massengale.
Isabel Anais Martinez.
Cody Warren Mayhew.
Randy Earl Matthews.
Grayson Renee McBride.
Christian Lance McBride.
Colton Kyle McCoy.
Ryan Addison McLean.
Giselle Melendez.
Armand Cruz Mejia.
Michael Connor Metcalf.
Brecken Dale Melton.
Colin Robert Miller.
Alexis Reina Michelle.
Giovanni Xavier Miranda.
Caden Anthony Jean Miller.
Christian Isaiah Moody.
Victor Aiden Lee Montez.
Hugo Yair Morales.
Mia Laurel Moore.
Matthew Jean Nelson.
Trayvon Elijah Nadaniker.
Bryson Elliott Newman.
Jonathan Jaresh Navarez.
Isidro Nieves.
Jonathan Nathaniel Wynn.
Ava Gail O'Driscoll.
Cameron Jean Oliver.
Moses Aiden Ortiz.
Aiden Michael Osage.
Aiden Joshua Owens.
Lizzie Aveline Page.
Jeffrey Todd Polk.
Alana Kayleen Perry.
Wiley Earl Pemberton.
Isaac Cole Pena.
Timothy Israel Perez.
Cesar Oswaldo Perez Vasquez.
Nadiga Jimana Placid.
Dylan Ray Platts.
Skriara Nicole Porter.
Michael Dean Powell.
Mia Carly Quintanilla.
Jacelyn Taylor Rains.
Dylan John Ray.
Gabriel Noah Riojas.
Nicole Marie Rios.
Cody Allen Roach.
Sidio Randy Robles.
Brendan Jacob Rodriguez.
Noah Matthew Rodriguez.
Gila de la Caridad Rodriguez Roche.
McKenna Grace Rogers.
Layla Azare Romero.
Kenneth Michael Romo.
Kennedy Lane Rustler.
Faith Renee Saavedra.
Baraka Derje Abate Sahalu.
Sadie Aaliyah Sanchez.
Xavier Ray Sandoval.
Addie Faye Sankovic.
Ryler Christian Satterfield.
Alexandria Nicole Satterwhite.
Katie Lynn Seatrist.
Matthew Michael Sedlacek.
Jacob Floyd Shackelford.
Monisa Shirali.
Keeson Lanny Shrubs.
Zachariah Shrubs.
Emily Ray Silivant.
Braylon Esrael Silva.
Taylor Lee Simpson.
Evan Russell Skaggs.
Carly Elizabeth Smith.
Savannah Nicole Sneed.
Louis So.
Caden Lee Solis Jr.
Alex Sin Song.
Sydney Grace Soria.
Annika Lynn Sompampakti.
Katie Lynn Springer.
David Andrew Camus Stater.
Cambry Lauren Stites.
John William Stokes.
Jonathan Talavera.
Macy Janae Swindell.
Diana Mesquina Tewolda.
Ava Grace Teichelman.
Grant Christopher Thompson.
Ava Rose Thompson.
Jackson Kale Tonioli.
Colby Allen Tidwell.
Havalind Kale Valdez.
Tristan Charles Tover Starks.
Luis Vicente Vasquez III.
Emery Yvette Vasquez.
Ivy Lee Vo.
Josie Janae Weitenheimer.
Sylvan Matthew Warwick.
Branson Shad Weatherly.
Parker Kate Weaver.
Renee Antoinette Weir.
Kason Kane White.
Cody James Wibinga.
Alex Jalen Williams.
Jack Benton Williams.
Lainey Marie Williams.
Lindsay Nicole Williams.
Maddox Drew Williams.
Miles Hendricks Williams.
Nashia Tamora Neshe Williams.
Nathan Alexander Williams.
Kurt Russell Willis.
Nolan Jacob Wilson.
Marley Bay Italy Winchester.
Aiden Tyler Word.
Liliana Marie Ibarra.
Carson Ray Young.
All right, everybody, thanks for sticking with us to this point. We are almost done. Families, at the concluding of our ceremony tonight, which will be marked by the singing of the alma mater for one last time, you guys can meet your family, you can meet your students on the south side of the conference center here outside of the stadium. Graduates, please stand. If you would, seniors, move your tassels 13 inches from right to left. Raider Nation, it's my honor to present to you the Randall High School graduating class of 2025.